Welcome to another episode of the Alamo City Sportscast. Today we're going to be joined by the one and only Chris Leija. Chris, you got to make an appearance, man. You got to make an appearance. But you know what? Before I bring you on, man, we got to give some shout outs, man, to Swiss, man, on Twitter.
Hey, man. He fucking got me, bro. He got me. He got me good. It's all good. It's all good, though. You know what it is, man. You know me. I don't go into hiding.
You're not Jimenez?
Nah, win or lose, baby. Win or lose. I'm always there.
No, but what did he tell us at the bar? We're at the bar. We're over here at the Stout House, and we're watching the Game 7 of the Astros and the Rangers.
You can call it what it is. You can call it what it is. The ass whooping of the Astros, bro. The ass whooping of the Astros.
Garcia, man. Garcia. Hey, but
he showed out, man. So
yeah.
Gotta give him his respect.
Yeah, man. Full disclosure, though, man. I'm still waiting for my case of beer.
I know, bro. I know. It's fucking. Hey, you know what? You know what? If you ain't gonna be at the game, I might have to pull up to your crib, bro, and with the 24 pack.
There you go.
Know, and you're gonna be at home. We'll bring the case of beer to you, bro. We'll shoot the shit again. You know.
Yeah. But, sounds good. We'll down it. Yeah. Hey, man. But when we're over there at the Stout House and we're watching the game together and we're just drinking some beers and hanging out.
Yeah.
What happened? Jimenez,
hey,
yo tengo chingo de game, bro. Yo tengo pinche game. And no,
there was a girl had the shirt calling for him, bro. It said, I love hot dads. If there was not another moment for this man to show how much game he had, then Monday night, I don't know when we're going to see it. Because goddamn, she was like, hey, I want it. Come get it. Pinche Jimenez, no.
Se lo cagó.
Se culió el cabrón. He was like, no.
He didn't even go to the table. Bro. He didn't go buy her a beer. Nada,
That's all he had to do. That's all he had to do was tell the bartender, hey, you know what? Send her a drink. Tell her it's from me. And taking it from there. But no, hombre, no quiso. Julio the way.
What did he say? No, he said something to her. He said, oh, I like your shirt.
Oh, that's right. So when he first walked in, and she was walking out to go sit down. And he said, I like the shirt, man. She didn't even fucking turn his way. Nada, bro. Nada. I was like, eesh. I said, that's no bueno right there, man. That's not good.
No, hombre. Yeah, man. So the Rangers, man, they go ahead and move on. They're gonna looks like they're gonna go ahead and face now the Arizona Diamondbacks, which, man, they came back and they put it on the Phillies, dude. They went ahead and won Game 7. So it's the Rangers and the Diamondbacks in the World Series. Who are you pulling for, man?
I'll tell you what, man. I have two good buddies from my days in Lubbock, and they're both Rangers fans. And one of them tells me, he goes, hey, man, if it's the Phillies, you got to root for the Rangers, man. You know that shit fucking fan base up there in Philly. They're all assholes. And I was like, I'm not about all that. I'm just glad it's a fucking Diamondbacks. Because to be honest, man, the fucking Phillies are the Philadelphia fan base as a whole, man. They're just fucking ass. But, I'm going to just go with it and just ride with it, just watch the games and see what happens. I'm not gonna wish no ill on Rangers fans. This is their moment, man. My little brother, before the season started, right at the beginning of the season, the motherfucker said, "We're ready to go into the World Series." And lo and behold, here we are, man. October 25th, and we're 2 days away from the Rangers versus the Diamondbacks. And you had told me the Diamondbacks are gonna make it, I would have called you fucking crazy, bro.
Yeah, man, for real.
But my other brother was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a cupcake match for the Rangers." I'm like, "I don't know, bro. For the Diamondbacks to go in and take it to Game 7 against the Phillies, who have been dominating all season long too, and dominating the postseason, and take that series.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I wouldn't count out the Diamondbacks.
They got hot at the right time.
That's right. They got swept right at the end of the season against the Astros to close out the season. Still made the wild card. And still brought their game.
Yeah, hey, man, I got to do you, though, man. And this goes out to all Astros Nation, all the space cadets out there, Chris Leija and his space suits, man.
That's right. I can't hear you, bro. I'm in space. I can't hear you. I'm in space.
We had to play the grito, no me llores, no me llores, no me llores.
I can't hear you, bro. I'm in outer space right now, bro. I can't hear you.
There you go, man. You have to get the grito, dude. You got to get the grito of shame.
It's all good. Hey, fuck all that, man. It's Spurs season. What you talking about? What baseball?
Yeah.
It's fucking Spurs season.
It's Spurs season. That's right. Go Spurs. Go. Puro pinche Spurs a la verga. That's what day it is today.
at least we can all fucking agree on that, right? Puro pinche Spurs a la verga, bro. That's gonna be the new chant now. From here on now, for the next few months, it's just gonna be me screaming that shit every fucking game from now on.
Hey, you know what? I'm gonna make the shirts, man. Puro pinche Spurs a la verga, dude. We're gonna have to put that out there, man. Wear them to the AT&T, or not the AT&T, the Frost Center now.
The Frost. Show up to the icebox wearing them things, bro. I'm down.
Yeah. You know Jimenez won't put that on. That's too Mexicano for him, dude.
Way too Mexicano. That boy ain't got a fucking Mexican bone in his body.
He don't even like the grito, vato.
He don't like the grito. He don't like barbacoa. I'll tell you
He don't like menudo.
I'll tell you what, man. On Monday when we were there at the Stout House, we were talking about Chente. I don't know, man. He made this face that kind of made me wonder if he really likes him or not.
Nah.
So, but I told him, I go, you better bring some respect when it comes to the OG Chente, bro. I'll be coming at him wrong because fuck around and learn real quick.
Man, check this out, bro. Man, you're like, hey, I'm gonna put it on Twitter. I'm gonna roast Joe because he doesn't like Tejano or what do you know, the cumbias. And I was like, look, man, it's not like I hate the music, bro. I just say, man, I get burnt out, bro. Ever since, man, I was a kid listening to it every single day, every weekend, bro. I'm like, God, man, I know the songs by heart, bro. You can just like, don't even play any of the tunes, man. And I know the songs just by the beat, the accordion dropping in.
Hey, the accordion is legendary, bro. The accordion is legendary, man.
I'm like, no, but dude, I hear that music and from, when you're walking around downtown during Fiesta, you're over there by Market Square, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, no,
like,
but
here we go.
Here we go. I already know what song they're playing. It says Raulito. I can hear Raulito in the distance. I'm like, oh my God, man. I was like, I'm telling you, man. I was like, I know the whole library already, And then it's memories of my uncles también getting drunk in the backyard. They're cooking out for the family and they're crying at around midnight. He listening to La Llorona, telling my tias, I love you, I do. I'm like, no, hombre, dude. Hey, bro. Hey, man, so I know you said you're up against the clock, man. You're going to have to leave in a little bit, man. So you let me know when you want to pop off.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna jump back into it right now because I gotta take advantage of these clouds right now. Thankfully, it's not raining just yet, but I know it's coming, so I'm gonna get back to it. But to Rangers Nation, man, good luck. No la caguen otra vez, bro. Just don't fuck it up. I mean, if you lose, just don't let it be bad. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But if you win, well, chinga, pues, está bueno. It's 2-1 then.
Look at Daniel Castro. He says Mike is a coconut.
That's right. That's right. Picture coconut, cabrón. Yeah.
Hijo, man. All right. Bueno, pues I'll let you go, man. Te miro después, man. Bro. We'll get together soon.
Ya está.
Bueno, bye. All right. So that was Chris Leija, man. He had to make an appearance before, he had to get back to work because he wanted to come in and represent Astros Nation, the voice of the voices, as they like to say, because the Astros lost, his team lost. He was telling me they were going to win, and all of Astro Nation was telling us the Rangers, they were nothing. They weren't going to win. And here come the Astros. And nope, Astros went ahead and lost again at home, man. So it is what that is. We have Rangers versus Diamondbacks in the World Series. Should be a good one. I know today is, and they're saying, what is today? Today is Spurs Day, man. You woke up, it was a different vibe throughout the city. You felt the excitement. You could feel the electricity in the air. You see everybody walking around town now. They're probably wearing their Wembanyama jersey. There's a different vibe, man. It's like the city woke up. It was asleep for the last couple seasons because the Spurs weren't that great. Now that the Wemby era is upon us, there's a different aura in the city. Everybody can feel it, man. I bet you tonight, in opening night, when the Spurs fans are there, there's going to be that energy, man, in the air, in the arena. Everyone's going to be excited. It's the start of the Wemby era. This has the same feel about it as years past when you had the start of the David Robinson era, the start of the Tim Duncan era, when the Spurs started winning championships. The city woke the fuck up. There was a lot of excitement, a lot of energy in the air. That's how this feels now. I'm glad to be here and witnessing this once again. Whatever happens this season, just know that the start of the Wemby era is going to be a special, special season for us Spurs fans. So go out, enjoy it. Just enjoy the ride, man. That's it. That's all you got to do. Oh, no, we got JJ and Dick Jefferson tonight. Oh, man. Well, at least it's not Chris Webber, bro. If it's Chris Webber, you might as well just put that on mute, man. That brother is just so damn boring, man. Awful. And they say Tim Gonzalez, ESPN commentary for tonight, Orion and JJ Redick and Jason and Richard Jefferson. Ooh, yeah, man. I feel for Spurs fans tonight. And there we go, Matt Lerma. I suddenly no longer care about baseball. Exactly. Everybody's here for the start of the Wemby era for Spurs season. You give me all stakes, man. What do you think Spurs record's going to be this season? You know, before the season even started, the Vegas odd makers had the Spurs, I think, winning about maybe 28 games this season. I think the Spurs, after seeing Wembanyama in preseason play, going out there and seeing him in the silver and black scrimmage, seeing what the kid can do in the summer league. If y'all don't believe in the alien, there's something wrong with you, man. The kid's legit. I think the Spurs are going to win a lot more than just 28 games this season. I believe that the Spurs can actually win, maybe flirting with 40-plus games and maybe even playing around, flirting with the playing game, the playing tourney, you know? So we're going to go and see if that can actually happen. I think they're going to surprise a lot of teams this season, and I believe that Victor Wembanyama, he might actually make it into the All-Star game. You know, the rookie is probably going to be I guess in the discussion for also maybe, you know, defensive player of the game, you know, of the year nominee. I think he can make that. I mean, his defense is going to be up there with his length. He's going to be able to go ahead and change shots. He's going to be a force to be reckoned with. I've never seen somebody of that size at 7'3" have the handles that Wemby does, be able to dribble the ball like him, have that speed, athleticism, be able to pull up, you know, and just go ahead and pull up a three from nowhere, you know, being able to go ahead and have that mid-range game. You know, if he can go ahead and develop like just a fadeaway jump shot like Dirk Nowitzki, you just pull up, fade away, and have that ball arc high. Nobody can stop him, man. He's an unstoppable force. Like, what do you do? He's a video game cheat code, man. So I'm looking forward to him dominating out there, and the Spurs just having the hell of a time, man. It's going to be fun. You have to talk to your about look at Tim Gonzalez. You have to talk to your boss about letting you go early tonight. I can't, man. I got to work, bro. I have to work. Grant Hill can go right on the hill. Hey, man, we had a lot of announcers, you know, some of the former players too, come out and change their tune about Wembanyama. And we played a little segment there with Mike on Monday where you had Kevin Garnett, and I think it was Paul Pierce talking about their first impressions of Wembanyama. And they were saying that, oh, they didn't think he was going to be very good, that they thought he was going to be a bust. And then they started backtracking in their latest podcast that they had. They kind of shared a real short segment. Then they started backtracking and saying, no, the alien is the truth. He's real. We've been saying that here already, man. The kid is legit. The kid is legit. I'm looking at the comments, man. So, yeah, man, if you're listening right now, let us know your predictions. What do you have for the upcoming season? You know, how many wins do you have the Spurs getting this upcoming season? Do you think they're going to be playing with the play-in? You know, they're going to be flirting with the play-in? I don't know, man. It's going to be an exciting season, a really exciting season. Even just looking and seeing what's going on here on Spurs Twitter or the X now. You know, Spurs fans are excited, posting pictures already. Everybody's waking up, and they're going ahead and putting not only photos of the team, which I'm going to share right now, but they're also sharing photos of themselves in the jerseys, pictures of them around town. I'm telling you, man, this city's woke up. It woke up. It has a different vibe about it. Now, I'm here for it, man. I'm going to enjoy it. Games that happened yesterday at the start of the NBA season. You had the Lakers and the Nuggets, you know, defending world champ Denver Nuggets receiving the rings. The Lakers, they had Anthony Davis. He went ahead and put up a dud in the second half, 0 points, man. The Nuggets beat the Lakers 119-107. Warriors and Sun was fun, man. If you stayed up late and you caught that game, that was entertaining. Suns went ahead and beat the Warriors by a score of 108-104. Today, we got the first game of the day is going to be starting at 6 p.m. You got a lot of early games coming out today. You have Hawks and Hornets, Wizards, Pacers, Rockets, Magic, Celtics, and the Knicks. And, of course, for the late game, primetime games, you got the Mavericks and the Spurs. And also you have the Trailblazers and the Clippers. I don't know, man. I think the Spurs are gonna wind up winning today's game, man. I just got a feeling about it. I got a good feel about it today. Yeah, what did Chris Leija say? Pop didn't say not to bet on them winning the chip, so fuck it. Dropping 5 bills on the Spurs winning it all. There you go, man. Hey, that might work out for you, man. There were Mike was showing the odds that he went ahead and put up when he made his bets prior to the season starting. And Matt Lerma says, Lakers got the "Who's your daddy" chant. Oh man. You know, the Lakers were also saying too. I was, watching various 4-letter network this morning, and I was listening to what they were saying, and they were saying that the Lakers plan on playing LeBron James even fewer minutes this season. They're going to give those minutes to Anthony Davis. I don't know, man. You see Anthony Davis put up 17 points in the first half and then just lay an egg. Tim Duncan never did that, and last time I remember, Tim Duncan is at least in the top 5, if not the top 3 conversation of best NBA players of all time. And if you listen to the Lakers fans, they're on social media, they were always saying that Anthony Davis is a better player, better than Tim Duncan. I don't ever remember Tim Duncan laying an egg, 0 points in a second half. That never happened here. But hey, we'll let the numbers speak for themselves at the end of the day. You look and see what Anthony Davis has done with the Lakers and what Tim Duncan has done over his career, how many championships he has, how many MVP accolades, MVP finals, trophies he's gotten. Come on now. There really is no comparison in my eyes. Okay, Chris Leija says, plus 5,000 for the Spurs winning it all. Tim Gonzalez, I have the Spurs winning between 42 and 45 games this season, a play-in tournament, and making the 6th seed in the Western Conference. Hey, that's a bold claim, man. But hey, go ahead and dream big. There you go. I like that one, man. Hashtag go Spurs go. Damn right. And I like the little alien emoji too. That's a nice touch. I think the Spurs should roll that out, man, as a new emoji. They need to have like an alien kind of theme in there somewhere for Wemby. If you put hashtag Wemby, put the alien emoji at the end of it, man. That's something. Spurs, you need to do better, man. Let's go ahead and get a Wemby emoji, something like that. Chris Gonzalez, what celebrities will be at the Spurs game tonight? I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting. Let's see who shows up. Will there be some celebrities tonight? I guarantee there will be. There will be. Tim Gonzalez, 0 points. AD better than Tim Duncan. Better than Duncan? Nah. That's what Lakers fans would like you to believe, but that's not happening, man. We know better here in San Antonio. But again, man, you got to wear your Spurs gear today. You got to sport all your Spurs gear. I'm wearing my Vamos Wemby shirt. I'm ready to go, man. Let's get this thing started. Goat celebrity money bags. Jeff Garcia will be in the building tonight. I've heard from my sources, which is Jeff Garcia. He's going to be there as a member of the media. He's going to be there in the Frost Center. He's not going to be wearing any Spurs gear. He's probably going to be wearing his nice shirt, blazer, very professional as always. But shout out to anybody that goes out there, man. If you're going to the game, share those pics, man, on social media. And you know what? Enjoy the T-shirts that they're giving out today. They're made by a local San Antonio artist, Tattoo Boy. They went ahead and did an interview with him on KSAT. He's been all over the news lately. I mean, it's good that the Spurs are keeping it puro, man. They're keeping it local. So make sure if you go to the game, you wear the shirt, man. I hate that. You go to the games and you're in the lower bowl, nobody puts on the shirt. It's only all the raza in the upper bowl they're going to wear the shirts, man. And it says, Eubanks looked good last night, but Keda got a DNP. Yep. Well, you know what? There was news that broke, too, about former Spur Drew Eubanks. Now that I remember, I'm going to go ahead and show this to you guys. Let's go ahead and share it on screen. This is by the Stein line on the X on Twitter. The NBA has been investigating the Suns for potential impermissible early contact and free agency with Drew Eubanks, the sources tell the Stein line. A ruling is expected soon. Teams are typically docked a second-round pick if found in violation. So there's probably some tampering that's been going on there by the Phoenix Suns to go ahead and land former Spur Drew Eubanks. So there you go, man. That's one of the stories of the day here. And we're also going to take a look at, like I said, at some of the upcoming schedules that are going to be the upcoming NFL schedule for Thursday night. So Thursday night's game, hopefully it's going to be a good one, but I don't know, man. Thursday night games, that's something I really get up for, man. So tomorrow you got the Buccaneers and the Bills. Game starts at 7:15. Hopefully that's going to be a better showing by the Bills because they did lose their last outing against the Patriots. They lost 29-25. So maybe the Bills can go ahead and redeem themselves as they face off against the Buccaneers here. That's going to be your Thursday night game. For Thursday night football, maybe Big Papi Brandon Medina will be dropping a new episode here of the Fantasy Gods Extra Point, so you can go ahead and see how you can bet and maybe win some money for that game. He'll tell you what you need to do for your fantasy football odds as well, so you can stay on top of your fantasy football league. And look at Tim Gonzalez says, Wemby finished with 25 points tonight. He's going to finish with 25 points tonight. What are your predictions? I don't know, man. I think Wemby's going to finish with the double-double. I hope I hope he does. I think he's going to at least put up some good stats. I mean, I would be ecstatic if he even had more than 25 points. The hell with it, Wemby. Just go out there, man. And let the league know who you are. Put them on notice. Drop 30 plus. Might as well go ahead and make it big, man. So as we start moving along the show here, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick pause as we go ahead and shout out to one of our sponsors, and that would be MCS General Contracting. MCS General Contracting, more than 30 years of combined experience in concrete placement. They are the best in the business, honest pricing, high quality work. They get going on house foundations, driveways, concrete patio decks. If you want to extend the deck, extend the driveway. If you're a business and you need to put together a slab, a parking lot, or other concrete placement services or sidewalks, reach out to MCS General Contracting at 210-774-9155. They're confident in their skills, so give Chris Leija over at MCS General Contracting a call at 210-774-9155. And thank you for being a sponsor of this show. Yeah, so shout out to Chris Leija over at MCS General Contracting. If you need anything done as far as a slab, parking lot, you need your pool repaired, go ahead and give Chris a call. He does consultations as well. His number is 210-774-9155. And we're also going to get ready for money bags. So you know what that means. We got to go ahead and start getting the graphic ready to go up here. We got to go ahead and place a quick call here to our good friend of the show, Jeff Garcia. Get him ready to go here. So give me a sec as I go ahead and transition and get ready for money bags. We're going to go ahead and have everything. We're going to have the song, the intro, everything for Jeff, man. You know how much he loves it. So let's go ahead and call him right now. Give me a sec. All right, we're getting Jeff ready to go right here, right now. I'm going to go ahead and bring you on, Jeff. Putting you on here. All right, so now Jeff Garcia is joining the show with us to talk everything and anything has to do with the San Antonio Spurs. You ready, Jeff?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. No technical difficulties so far.
So far. Let's not jinx it. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, before we go ahead and bring you officially on the show, we got to go ahead and get the graphic up, and we got to give you a little intro, man. We got to go ahead and play your song.
Here comes the money.
I figured it would be Spurs Day that we would bypass that for more pictures of Andy and Spurs, but apparently Joe
There you go. Dollar bills, y'all. What's good, Jeff? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, man. So give us the skinny, man. What's going on? What is happening today all over San Antonio?
Jeez.
You know?
Can you feel it in San Antonio right now? The Wemby fever, Spurs fever is taking over the city. You thought it was high during the offseason. Today's the official day of the regular season for the Spurs, and it's catapulted like 10 times from people wearing their Spurs jersey, T-shirts out and about in San Antonio. So just the vibe. Everybody's excited for tonight's opening game versus the Dallas Mavericks of all people. Of all teams, excuse me. The in-state rivalry couldn't get better if Luka plays. That's what foreign player versus foreign player, top 2 foreign players in the league, Wemby and Luka. So yeah, things are lining up for a great contest. I do hope that Luka does play, and he's listed as questionable tonight. But if he doesn't, the Spurs will still have one heck of a time against Dallas. Kyrie Irving, they got their rookie Lively. And I think that is going to be a key matchup tonight. It's how Lively, the rookie, they're actually going to put him on Wemby. So keep an eye on that, rookie versus rookie. And I know the Mavericks are very high on their first round pick, Lively. I had a guest Locked On Spurs today, which just dropped today, like right now as we speak. He came on to say that Lively should be able to give a little bit to Wemby based on the preseason. So we'll definitely see that. And we'll see if those paddles worked, Joe. Remember Dallas using those big, long paddles to simulate Wemby? We'll see if it works tonight.
We'll see. I'm even sharing right now. I have it on screen as far as, the new episode of Locked On Spurs. And it looks like you had a guest by the name of Landon Buford. Any relation to the Buford family?
No. I wish. No, it just happened to be that way. But yeah, he's a Mavericks writer out in Dallas, and he gave a lot of good insight. He's the one to mention about Lively, their first round pick. Gotta look him up, go on YouTube, look at some of the highlights. He's pretty good. But also too, he's looking at the Lively Wemby matchup. I'm looking at the Sohan Luka or Kyrie matchup. Kyrie Irving was mentioned by Sohan a few days ago that, hey, going to have to defend him. So we'll see how that point guard matchup works. And this is Sohan's first, time starting the new season as the starting point guard, at least for today. So we'll see what happens if Sohan can slow down Kyrie Irving and or Luka. But look, this is just crazy about the history between the Dallas Mavericks and San Antonio Spurs. It doesn't matter if the Spurs are at the bottom of the barrel, as we saw last year, or the Mavericks are en route to going to get a championship. It didn't matter. Every time these two teams meet up, it's a battle. So let me give you a little history here. Okay, so first of all, 20 of the last 28 matchups between the Spurs and Mavericks have been decided by single digits. Can you believe that?
I do believe that, because remember, even when the Spurs would meet the Mavericks in the playoffs, it didn't matter what seed they were. They'd always play the Spurs tough. Yeah,
exactly. So that's going to be something to watch out for. Vegas has the Mavericks winning this game by 3.5 points. I think it's going to be definitely a close game. If Luka doesn't play, maybe perhaps that shifts the odds in the Spurs' favor. I think it will. I just hope, this young Spurs team can knock out the butterflies early. Wemby get all the butterflies out of his way and just rock and roll. And that's all you want tonight. Just have them being competitive tonight. If they win, great. If they lose, so they learn. But Joe, Vegas 3.5 point spread, 20 of the last 28 matchups between the Spurs and Mavericks have been decided by single digits. I'm expecting a fight tonight.
I'm expecting a fight too, and I'm going to go ahead and show this stat I just pulled up right now about the head-to-head matchups all time between the Spurs and the Mavericks. Spurs have beaten the Mavericks out of the 195 regular season games that they've had in the regular season. Spurs have won 115 of those 115 of those games versus the Mavericks, who have won 80. But like you said, it's always just looking back at last season. They have a game here that occurred on April the 9th. The Spurs won that by 1 point. You go back to March 15th last season, overtime, Mavericks won by 7. February last season, Mavericks won by 6. December 31st, Spurs versus Mavericks. Mavericks won by 5. So the Mavericks beat the Spurs 3 times out of the 4 matchups that they had last season. So maybe the Spurs might be looking for a little bit of payback, and maybe go ahead and deal the Mavs an L to open up the season.
Absolutely, yeah. So, well, definitely going to be a really good start to the season. The Spurs also got the prime time spot too. They're the featured game tonight.
I know, man.
All these guys are going to be playing in front of national TV.
Oh, but we have Richard Jefferson as the guy who's going to be making the calls, man.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Remember when the Spurs got him and everybody's all celebrating him, and then how quickly
Man.
things turned? Like
I
an
know,
hour.
man. He's just been one of those that you look back in Spurs history and you're like, that was a bad move.
He was supposed to be the answer to Kobe. Remember? That's why they got him. They needed a wing player
Because he was
that could
balling at the
score.
time with the Bucks, and the Spurs made a trade with the Bucks, and they got
He
Richard
was balling
Jefferson.
with the Bucks and with the Nets, so that's why they got him. But look, moving forward, it's going to be a great game tonight. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a sellout. I think that'll be a no-brainer. Are you going to go tonight?
I can't, man. I'm going to be working. Unfortunately,
right. Yeah,
I'm not going to be able to be at the game. I will be watching it on TV while I work. There are going to be a lot of other games that I'm going to be that I'll be in attendance at the Frost Center this season, but unfortunately can't be there for opening night. I was going to be there originally, but then with my daughter having that surgery because she had an appendectomy because she had appendicitis, that kind of made me change my schedule a little bit. So instead of being off today, I was off like last Friday, like 2 Fridays ago. And yeah, man, it is what it is. That's what happens when you have kids. The unexpected occurs, so.
Yeah. As of right now, I do believe Kent's 5 is hosting a live pre-game show. I will be a part of that.
Nice.
So the other guys. So be a lookout for that. Just go on the Kent's 5 Facebook or YouTube space. It'll be there.
So predictions for Wemby tonight. I got to know, Jeff. What do you think? How many points is he going to put up? I hope that he at least scores 30 or more to go ahead and just make a statement right off the bat and send a message to the rest of the league.
I got it. I got hovered around 20. I think he's going to double tonight. I think 20 and 11. But I think the blocks is where he's going to really excel because of any team. For the most part, not Oklahoma City because of Chet, but for the most part, every NBA team doesn't have a guy that his size on the defensive end that can slow him down and get him out of the block. So, and he covers so much space with his 8-foot wingspan. So I'm going to be looking forward to how many blocks he collects tonight. So I'm going for 4 blocks tonight from him.
Yeah, you know what? And we also got to go ahead and talk about our boy here, MJ, Michael Jimenez, man.
Oh, what happened now?
Man, your boy's wild, man. He's our boy. He's wild, dude. The other night, man, we were at the Stout House where they're watching the Astros and the Rangers playing Game 7 of the ACL. So we were there with Chris Leija. And Mike says, he has tons of game, dude. I have a lot of game. I have a game, bro. I got game.
He went to the game argument again or a point?
Yes, man. He's like, I got plenty of game. We're like, let's see it in action. And there's this girl there, she's wearing a shirt that says, I love hot dads. Man, I thought Mike was going to go up and buy her a beer, say hi or something. No, it didn't do nothing. I was like, come on, Mike, man. We're laughing, dude. Mike is always, man, he makes us laugh so much, dude. I love Mike, man. He's funny, dude. We had a great time, though. And look, he's in the chat, too, right here.
Let me see. Oh, what's he saying?
Mike Jimenez is joining us. Let me go ahead and put his comments up. He says, predictions for Wemby tonight, 23.7 rebounds, 5 blocks. Oh, my goodness. Chris Leija's giving him a hard time. 0 game.
Chris Leija, what will Jimenez's line be for his game?
I don't know, man. This is going to be interesting. But man, Mike is wild, dude. He wanted to do karaoke. And then he said when I finally left right after the game finished. I had to go home. And then he goes and texts me and he's like, dude, a whole bunch of Rangers fans showed up to the Stout House. They're buying everybody drinks. And I was like, oh man, dude, I should have stayed a little longer.
Well, how do you know it's true? I mean, he always has tall tales.
Yeah,
he was on Lockdown Spurs a couple of days ago saying that he's very athletic.
Look at Mike says the chick over there at the bar that was wearing the shirt that says I like hot dad. She was like 20. And Leija says, you said you like them young.
Hey, play ball. That's what I say.
Oh, man. Mike is wild. He even said when we were there, he's like, I don't like barbacoa. I don't like menudo. I was like, man. And that's
why he gets cooked all the time.
It's cooked like a rotisserie chicken, dude. It's funny.
Every day. And he wonders why.
He's still our boy. He's still our boy. We got nothing but love for Mike. And then I was having fun with you, and I was like, Jeff Garcia doesn't like bean and cheese taco.
Yeah, I don't know where you got that from. I was like, where did you get that from?
Oh, man. I was just having fun with it, man. But then we have the Jeff Garcia stands that come. Oh, no, I'm going to stand up for my boy. I'm like, oh, it's funny to me, man. It's humorous. I'm like, I'm just having fun with Jeff, man. It's like, calm down, bro.
I don't know where I was like, why the hell bean and cheese? Like, where did you get that from?
Yeah, it's like Jeff doesn't like bean and cheese tacos.
Yeah, I don't know where he. I was like, maybe Rudy. I'm sorry, maybe Joe's getting me confused with somebody else.
Jimenez.
My first thought was that.
Yeah, probably Jimenez. I don't like bean and cheese tacos. He probably doesn't like him, dude. I don't know. I've never seen him eat one.
I see. I've seen Mike throw a munch before. I've seen it. He can throw it down.
Yeah, no doubt he can.
He threw down like a whole plate of nachos from a street food truck one night with me and him. So I know he can do it.
Yeah, he can do it. Hey, man, but we got to get together here soon too. We got to go ahead and make a date of it. We get together and round up the troops. And maybe.
I still want to go over and record a locked on.
Well, the door is always open for you, man. If you come in and you want to record a locked on, we got to do it right. Maybe we can get Jimenez in the studio as well.
Yeah. Also, I was going to tell you. Okay. So I know you're not going tonight, but are you going for the next game against Houston?
No, I'll be working, man. The games that I can go to, I'm going to probably make weekend games. So my first game that I have scheduled is going to be, I think, the first or second week of November. So I'm probably going to go like maybe 2 weeks from now is going to be my first game.
I was going to tell you. Oh, no, first of all, Leija, no, it's not about the common folk thing. If people think that's what it is. It's not. There's a lot on my plate. From Ken's 5 responsibilities to Locked On Spurs responsibilities to editing Jimenez's Locked On appearance and Joe Garcia's appearance.
Look at what Jimenez says. What happens as day job. Look at Jimenez puts. What happens at the Esquire stays at the Esquire.
Yeah, I'm not gonna talk about the Esquire.
Oh, and then we have a Puro Network meetup that's going to be occurring on the 1st. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to go to that because it's in the middle of the week. It's on a Wednesday. So y'all have fun, man. If y'all do it on a weekend, I'll be out there. And
to answer Leija's question, the answer is yes. I will be there Friday.
There you go. You'll be there Friday. Oh, will you be at the game Friday, Moneybags? Of course he's going to be there. And I told him, you're going to be able to see Jeff a mile away, man. You're going to be very dapper, wearing your blazer, professional,
There we go.
And I say, no, I'm being honest.
I got to,
Exactly.
Like a bum.
You can't. The thing is when you're in the media area, you can't wear anything that says Spurs on it. You can't have a jersey or shirt. You can't do that because you're there to cover the game. But I'm like, Jeff dresses to the nines. You're like a pledger, man. Like, you like getting dressed up. So I'm
no. Well, Pledger takes it to a whole other level.
Yeah, he's got the little vest and everything, the bow tie.
I try to keep it simple. He adds a little accessories like the vest and the bow tie.
He's got to add some flair to it.
He adds flair to it. So,
hey, we got to get together, man. It's a good time, man. I saw Pledger and Mike. There was video of Pledger and Mike, man, and they were just doing karaoke without a care in the world, man.
I was gonna go to that. I was gonna meet them up, and I said, I'm gonna meet up with them like super late because where they were at is pretty far from me. And then they say, I knocked out, passed out. I was watching a movie and I knocked out.
Hey, but you know what? If we have any Spurs fans that are thinking about making the game tonight, look at our boy Mike Jimenez. He went ahead and put this out on the X on Twitter. He says, update, nosebleeds have fallen into the $47 range with fees on Ticketmaster. So there you go. If you want to sit in the 200 sections.
That's happening right now. Why do you think that's happening?
They want to sell it out, man. They're going to lower the ticket prices. And I believe that you can still, was it Mike that was telling me, you can still buy tickets in that first quarter, and you're going to be able to buy them at a really discounted price because they want to sell them. Of course, they don't want to have any like seats empty. They want to sell the arena out, and it's getting there, man. There's a lot of people that are going to be in attendance. So you'll probably get a ticket here and there. I don't know if they're going to have any that are really going to be close together. You might have a few, but you'll probably have tickets scattered throughout the arena. But you know what, man? If you get there early, like I said, pro tip here, get there early. Go to the fan zone as soon as you can. You want to make a beeline to the fan zone. They have good seats there. Probably some of the best seats.
Those first come, first serve seats, right?
Exactly. You sit on a little bar stool. You get a great view of the court. You got some breathing room. You're not like all crunched together in the little seats. So fan zone's the place to be. The other spot that I like a lot, if you want to stand up and have a beer, have a drink, and go to the rail and watch the game too. It's over there by the Burger Tech on La Gloria, man. They got like two bars over there. They got the bar in between Burgerteca and La Gloria. They have a little eating area there with like 4 screens put together to make one big screen. You can go to the rail right behind that place and you can still see the arena. You can look down, have a drink, have a pour, whatever you want, man. I like hanging out there too, man. So, hey, you can't go wrong with either one. So get there early.
But it's first come, first serve at those bar stools, right?
Yeah, the bar stools, the fan zone, it's first come, first serve. So make sure you get there early. I can't zoom in right now, but the fan zone's right there, man. So if you're in the arena, what you're going to want to do is just go to the escalator as soon as you can, man. Get in there and make a beeline to the escalator so you can, once they open it up, you just run up there and get to the fan zone as fast as you can.
Like, I like that it's a marquee game tonight, for the NBA, Wemby and Spurs, Dallas. But then I don't like it because of the late start.
Yeah.
It's just so late, so you figure what, like 10:30, 10:45 it'll be over. So, and those who don't know, the media stays in for another 2.5 hours after the game.
Yeah, because they wheel the players out like, 20, 30 minutes after the game is over?
Sometimes they're pretty cool. They'll just get over it quick. Like when they go to the tunnel, they'll just divert into the room.
You're going to have a hard time today, Jeff, because there's going to be a lot of national media out there asking questions.
Oh, man. I've been to a couple of Spurs practices already. I've seen it already. It's not just that. Yeah, you said the national media, the global media is there. So this is showtime. This is different than Tim Duncan era, maybe a little bit of Dave Robinson era, a little bit, but still, not to this level. The closest maybe Tony Parker, but even then he kept it low key. Because remember, he had French crew following him around, but not to this level. So this is something totally different.
Last year they had a film crew following Sohan around because they were doing a little mini documentary about him.
But still not to this level, though, right?
No, not to this level. That makes me believe that maybe a film crew will be embedded with the team this season, and it might be from France, and they might be doing a documentary on Wemby. That's something to keep an eye out on, because I know when I was going to games, we always saw this film crew coming out, when we're walking back to our cars and whatnot. And my boy Jonas Clark was telling me, man, you ever notice that there's this film crew always following the Spurs around? And sure enough, that's what happened. It was a documentary. So if I see the same thing occurring when I go to the games this season, then something's up. There's somebody making a documentary film about Wembanyama, which I totally believe it will be the thing that's going to happen this season. I mean, why wouldn't it, right? You would think that it was either going to be the Spurs that are going to do it, or it's going to be some type of international outlet that's going to be doing that, So.
Yeah. But I mean, even today, the NBA announced there's a special feature about Wemby on the NBA app, and it's called NBA Rooks. And a lot of the stuff we're already seeing already, from him touring San Antonio. Remember, he had the cowboy hat. He's going to different bars and murals. So you see a lot of that same stuff. But he actually sits down with the NBA app interviewer, and he talks about how he just wants to get his teammates involved. Pop talked about how Wemby can do great. There's even some behind-the-scenes footage before media day starts, and just like how much he is being in demand. I think at one point somebody tells him, okay, now they want you to wear this jersey. They're going to take pictures of you here. Yeah. So you just see the whirlwind that Wemby goes through.
Yeah. Hey, I just wanted to share this as well. Me and my good friend here, Benjamin Bornstein, we recorded a new episode of the Two Shots podcast yesterday where we talk everything and all things San Antonio Spurs basketball. So make sure you check that out as well. It's on our Two Shots podcast website here, or not the website, but the YouTube channel. Yeah. And we do have the website where you can go ahead and listen to the episode as well. If you go to twoshotspodcast.com, it's all spelled out, TWO, twoshotspodcast.com. So make sure you check that out, and make sure you also go and support Jeff and check out the new episode of the Locked On Spurs podcast. And then not only is it on all major podcasting platforms, just like mine, but you can also watch the premiere that Jeff puts out on YouTube. So make sure you go ahead and check out the Locked On Spurs YouTube channel, and make sure you subscribe, you like it, you share it, you turn on the notifications, so you'll be alerted to when new episodes of the Locked On Spurs podcast drops.
Yeah, it's a good episode today too. Like I said, it's all things Spurs Mavericks. Interesting enough, though, the guest did kind of have to bite his tongue and say that, as a Mavericks guy, he was like, that he was not going to be surprised if the Spurs get the W tonight over his Dallas Mavericks, simply because of Wemby. simply just because of Wemby.
Yeah, check this out. Nick Matson over here in the chat watching us on YouTube. Thank you for watching, by the way. He says when he went to the scrimmage, he got interviewed by a French media. It was pretty cool. Yeah, that is cool, man.
Yeah.
You're going to have...
That's real cool, yeah. And you're going to see a lot of that today. I know there's, I'm assuming it's ESPN, the French version of ESPN. They're going to be at the game tonight and the game against Houston.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for them fans if they look for some fan interaction. I think it's called French Sport TV, something like that. So yeah, keep an eye on them. Look for guys. I think they wear black shirts, like those polo shirts, and you'll see it embroidered on their shoulder.
Hey, check this out. Hanover Fist watching us. He says, "Might pick up the alien drink from Mudslingers to keep my energy up."
Let me tell you, I had one of those. Not the alien drink, but the alien drink is part of their Red Bull line. They're strong, man. They are super strong.
Hey, you also what is the other drink that you liked? Oh, the drink that was named after you, the money bags.
No, see, nobody's bought it. Nobody's bought it, at least to my knowledge.
I told that to Chris Leija. I said, you know what, Jeff calling you out. He said that nobody has bought the $100 drink. And Chris
he's not going to buy it.
Chris is like, I'm going to buy it. You watch. I'm going to go get it. I say, go get it. Go get it.
Yep. And so far, nothing at all. So again, it's not that I don't think that Chris can't afford it. Of course he can. I don't think he's going to be dumb enough to waste his money on that.
Jeff just going to give you a refund. He's going to say, don't do it. Don't do it. Hey, but you know what we got to do, Jeff? Me and you. Up? Yeah.
Oh, no, I was going to tell you, I might have to get off in about a couple of seconds here.
Yeah, not a problem. But I was going to say, what we got to do here, Jeff, we're going to rally up the troops, me, you, maybe Jimenez, and we got to go around town and go check out some of these murals. The Wembanyama mural, do the tour with the other murals, because now that you've come back to the city, it'd be cool to go ahead and take you around and show you some of the artwork that's out there in the city. You can check it out firsthand, and take pictures. I'm like, we're not going to always post everything on social media, but just, stuff for your personal collection.
Yeah. I already went to the one at Rudy Seafoods. I already checked that out already.
Yeah.
I actually wrote about how Devin Vassell finally got his mural on the Rudy's big mural, Spurs mural there.
Yeah.
So I've seen that one. I drove by, I think it was. Oh man, I think no, that was the Manu and Timmy one.
Yeah.
There's some barbershop. Some barbershop on the south side. I saw that one. And then so I've seen a couple already. I've seen a couple.
Hey, we got somebody in the chat here, Vince Trevino. He's always in here saying, "Where's Jimenez? Where's Jimenez?" Jimenez was just in the chat. Yeah, it's like Jimenez was in the chat.
You know what? Jimenez might be the next sponsor of Locked On Spurs. So keep an eye out for that.
Hey, there you go.
Yeah.
Might do it.
He might do it. So hopefully that goes through. I already put him in contact with people he needs to chat with.
There you go.
Hopefully Jimenez will be the second one. He's going to do, because everybody knows that he's a financial planner.
Yeah.
So that's what it was. It's for his company, for his little business. So.
Yeah. To answer Vince Trevino's question, Jimenez usually does Mondays. He does Mondays. He tries to do Friday. He's busy working too, so he's still part of the show. I mean, if you watch on Monday, he'll be, Monday's episode, he was there. He was here in studio, so he tries to be here as often as he can. Usually Mondays and Fridays are his best days that he's in studio. Wednesdays, he really can't make it, so it's Jeff's day. As you're seeing right now, we got Jeff joining us right now, but I know you're going to have to pop off here, Jeff, because you got things to do, man, but I appreciate your time.
Yes, sir.
We look forward to talking Spurs again with you, maybe over the weekend.
And definitely want to see if I can still go by your place, because not only that, I got to pick your brain about some tech stuff. I got a big old list for you, Joe.
Yeah.
I got a big list for you.
Come on in here, man. See how things are working.
Starting with that super duper router you keep on telling me about. Remember the one you said you had an extra one? You're going to let me use it?
Yeah, I have two, man. So it's like I got a Nighthawk, Netgear Nighthawk, and then I have another dual band router. I mean, I moved up, man. I got me an Asus Rapture. It's a Republic of Gaming router. Yeah. When you see it, Jeff, you're going to be like, oh my God.
I'm gonna be confused already. I'll be like, I don't know. I think I'll be like, Joe, just come over to the pad and fix it for me, because I don't even know where to begin.
Yeah,
you always tell me it's plug and play, right?
Yeah. So, well, you got to plug them into your laptop and you got to set them up. So I might have to walk you through the steps on how to do all that, but I'm sure you can figure it out, man. It's not that hard.
All right. Well, I believe in you, Joe, and your knowledge, because you saved me a lot of time. Like, for example, when Joe said, Jeff, have you ever updated your software for your laptop?
Oh, yeah.
So, And then we found out it was years. I had never done it.
Yep.
I was like, whoops.
You were just basically hobbling on one leg there trying to do live streams, and your hardware needed to be updated. So I was like trying to help you because you're like, every time I use this new laptop, it's garbage, and Jeff's ready to return it. And I'm like, let's update the hardware, Jeff. Let's do this, let's do that.
And then it worked.
Yeah, and then you're like, hey, it worked. I was like, Jeff and technology, here we go again, man.
Never fails, never fails.
Look at Jimenez is in here. He says, I got to make that coin to keep up with money bags.
Well, that's why hopefully he'll advertise with Locked On Spurs. Hopefully that'll happen.
Yeah, there you go. All right, Jeff. Well, we'll go ahead and let you go, man.
Yes, sir. I'll talk to you later.
All right, man. Have a good one. Bye.
Bye.
There we went ahead and said bye to Jeff Garcia. He has to pop off here and get back to work because he is covering the San Antonio Spurs today. So there's a lot of stuff happening today. Let me go ahead and pop off that. There we go. And say, here's the other. See, Mike was just in the chat right now, Vince. So Vince says, Mike, we need a show that covers UIW. No one wants to discuss UIW football. UIW is 6-1. UIW is a good team, man. They just don't get enough coverage quite like UTSA. I don't know why that is, but you're exactly correct, man. I think there needs to be more focus on not just UTSA, but UIW. Maybe we'll talk more UIW here on the show as well when we got Mike on. I'm like, oh, yeah, we put that on there already. All right, fellas. Well, we're going to go ahead and play our last ad read here as we start bringing this show to a close. And we got to go ahead and give some love, of course, to Jeff Garcia and the Locked On Spurs podcast. Locked On Spurs is your daily Spurs podcast hosted by Jeff Garcia, the lead Spurs writer for Ken's 5 San Antonio. Jeff has a healthy plethora of guests all the time on the Locked On Spurs podcast. You can also follow Jeff on Threads at Jeff G Ken's 5 SA. You can also follow Jeff on Twitter at Jeff G Spurs Zone. So make sure you go ahead and give Jeff a follow not only on Threads and Twitter, but also on YouTube at youtube.com/@LockedOnSpurs. This is where you're going to be able to find the replay of the Locked On Spurs podcast. Make sure to like, subscribe, and share. Yeah, so make sure you go ahead and give Jeff Garcia some love there. Subscribe, like, and share to his YouTube channel. That's where he's going to have the premieres of the Locked On Spurs podcast. And you can also go ahead and listen to the Locked On Spurs podcast on all major podcasting platforms. So make sure you also follow Jeff on the X on Twitter. It's at Jeff G Spurs Zone. All right, so I'm excited. I know y'all are excited. It's Spurs Day. Everybody has their own, let's say, superstitious things that they do before the games. Me, I got to just wear my Spurs gear all day. Hopefully, I'm going to give the Spurs a win. And everybody else wearing their Spurs gear all day, putting that good vibe out there in the city, man. So what did Chris Gonzalez say? Damn, Joe, you got that router money bag 2.0. I got a lot of stuff, man. It's just things that I accumulate over the years, man. I have tons of stuff. I'm always building things. Bro, I got so many TVs lying around. I got one behind me right here that it needed a power supply. I fixed that one over the weekend. I got tons of stuff, man. I'm like a Best Buy. You come in here, there's something you need. I probably got it, dude. No joke. So if you need something, let me know. Holla at your boy. All right, man. So that's about all the time we have for today's episode of the Alamo City Sportscast. So we look forward to talking with you boys on Friday, man. We're going to have a good show. Hopefully we get Jimenez in here. Maybe we go ahead and get Chris Leija or somebody in studio so we can go ahead and talk the weekend of, sports. We're going to be probably talking UT. We'll be talking UT football, UTSA football, and UIW, man. Oh, look at Tex-Mex Frank is in here watching too, man. Arriba, pinche Spurs. Yeah, man. Go Spurs, go. And thanks for watching, Tex-Mex Frank. We appreciate you, man. All right, boys. We'll see you all on Friday. I'm out. It's been nice. Peace.